Well, hello, my jazzy friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe, and it's lovely to see you as always. Today's video is me tackling the 10-minute build challenge. I'm sure you either know what that is or are able to gather what that is, but it's basically completely what it says on the tin, and that is you build for 10 minutes and see how much of a disaster you are left with. I found this probably the 10 most stressful minutes of my entire life. Gonna completely level with you. I'm not good at building as it is. Definitely not with this kind of time constraint, but I I gave it a bash, all right? I tried. I do just want to note a couple of things I think are important to say. First off, I know this is like sped up, so you can't definitely vouch that it was 10 minutes, but trust me, I promise I would never have made anything this revolting if I was cheating. And second off, I know a lot of people make these videos and they kind of do their commentary as they go along. Could never be me. Like, personally, building in 10 minutes was enough of a stress for me. Like, I didn't want to be sitting here, like, chatting along. So I thought I would kind of catch up with you guys afterwards, which is where we're at. So hopefully you don't mind too much, but just trust me, it was 10 minutes of hell. As far as ideas went, I just wanted to do like a relatively small, like single person house. I wasn't trying to do anything too flashy or like too big, obviously. My idea as well with the outside was to come back to it. I was like, I don't want to be here with like, oh yeah, there's fancy flowers, but there's no toilet. I really, really wanted it to be like an actual functional house that could be lived in. So even if the 10 minutes were up, it might be hideous, but at least like it's usable. And I do think that was achieved, but there's a couple of things that I have to say that I definitely kind of learned along the way from doing this challenge. First off, I feel like I never realized how long I actually take to build. I feel like when you're enjoying it and whatever, you're just doing your thing, you feel like it's only been 10 minutes. So for me, when I first heard about this, I was like, oh, it won't be that bad. But I actually definitely take much longer than that. But that's something that I don't think I really realised until I was forced to do it in any kind of timed fashion. And second off, the thing that really, really bothered me about this was that I figured that I would decorate mostly afterwards because I was worried about time. But even within that, like with stuff like this, I would put things down and be like, oh, no, that's not great. And in a usual situation, I feel like you would just go back and do a different swatch or get a slightly different object or a different colour that would match what you were going for. But with this, like when time was so short, I was like, if the object is already there, like it occupies so much of the limited time you have to be like, oh no, quick, let me find something else. So a lot of the time, as soon as something was down, like that was it. I didn't move it, I didn't take it away, I just didn't have the time. So I feel like in some cases it's okay, like the kitchen is okay, it's not beautiful, but it's acceptable. But the bedroom, oh god, like the bedroom is honestly horrific. So I apologise in advance if anyone like has a headache from looking at it or just generally their soul hurts because same. The bedroom is the worst. I think like the lounge is okay at a push. It's just very empty, but everything else is, I don't know, it's all right. Bedroom, eyesore, absolute eyesore. But that was the deal. I tried to do functional stuff and then come back and fill it out as I went if I had the time. So yeah, that rug with this room again, like definitely not. Just definitely not. The other thing that really bothers me about this build and something that I would definitely change in future, aside of the fact that like some of these objects just obviously should not be in these rooms, but I didn't have time to change them, would be the placements of the lounge and the kitchen. And I know sometimes in some houses you do walk like directly into the kitchen, but for me personally, like I don't know, I'm not in love with like walking straight through your front door and being like, oh, there's an oven. Like I feel like it would be better to walk into like your hallway living area. But I'd kind of already put it there, and by the time I'd thought about it, then I just didn't have time to concern myself. Also, that rug is cute. It's like Elmer, if you ever saw like the little patchwork elephant thing. But definitely not in that room. Like there's just so much going on. And I don't know why I felt the need to put a rug like literally over every single inch of floor there was, but apparently that's how I was feeling. So that's what we've got. Like I say, it got to this point where I was really panicking and I just didn't have time left, so I just slung things everywhere. But that's what we got. I will show you the screenshots of the house now. So this is what we've got, and I feel like it's all kind of okay until we get to here. That's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed. I absolutely admit defeat. If you've done this challenge, please let me know. Shout me on Twitter or even in the comments, and I'll go check out yours because I would like to see someone who hasn't failed quite so miserably. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.